today is dead and gone, and tomorrow's out of sight. And it's sad to be alone. Help me make it through the night. Help me make it through the night. You know, I probably should have recorded a lot more of Chris's songs through the years, but some people beat me out of it. Now, Ronnie Millsap, if I can say it, when you order my mail, you never can talk. When Ronnie Millsap beat me out of a #1 song when he did Please Don't Tell Me How the Story Ends. And right now, here's a lady to tell you the other side of the story. Ladies and gentlemen, Tanya Good-Looking Tucker.
Disney Plus, Hulu, and ESPN Plus team up.
Good, oh my God, oh my God.
Epic stories. The largest streaming TV library. And can't miss sports. Are better together. Get all three for $12.99 a month.
Over the last few months, Americans from all walks of life helplessly watched our economy come to a screeching halt. Businesses were forced to shut their doors, millions filed for unemployment, and the stock market crashed, turning financial dreams into financial nightmares. Now, more than ever, we need to fight for our financial future and for America's financial future. And that's why today, I'm doing something I've never done before. I'm going to open up my laptop and show you what I'm personally doing to fight for my financial dreams so my family and I can make those dreams a reality. And then I'm going to invite you to join me on a new mission, a mission to help you and every other American who watches this event make $1 million or more as the gains stack up year after year after year. And it's an ambitious goal, I know. As you'd expect, to reach our goal, we'll have to go a bit rogue. We're going to cast aside the traditional strategies peddled to us by Wall Street. We're going to try something entirely new, something simple, fun, and profitable. So simple, it only takes me about 10 minutes a month to use. And so fun that I actually enjoy investing. And so profitable. I made more gains in 2 weeks than most professional investors make in 2 years. So, if you're the kind of person who believes in the American spirit, who believes that we control our own destiny, then lean in. Because we're going to rip down every wall, cut every velvet rope, and break through every glass ceiling as we pave our own path to prosperity. This is the American Prosperity Summit.
Hello, and welcome to the American Prosperity Summit. My name is John Burke, and with me today is Sarah Palin. Sarah, welcome.
Thank you, John. I am so excited to be here, spearheading this event.
Well, you know, Sarah, you've spent the last 2 decades fighting for the American people on the political front as the governor of Alaska, as a vice presidential candidate, as a contributor on Fox News, and along the way, you've written 3 best-selling books, hosted multiple TV shows, and taken the liberal media head-on. You got to think that you've been a voice for Main Street Americans. You've been a symbol of patriotism, a beacon of hope. You know, today you're making a shift from the political front to the financial front, tackling something we've never heard you speak about before: money. Why is that?
Well, John, over the last few months, I've talked with so many hardworking folks, everyone from teachers to nurses to mom and pop, there on Main Street, small business owners. I can tell you, the vast majority of them, they're struggling to achieve the American dream. And they have worked so hard. They've saved, they've invested, they've done everything that they were told to do. But despite all that, they're still losing the war on the financial front. So I felt compelled to tackle the issue of money and prosperity directly.
That's great. And today, during the American Prosperity Summit, we're going to reveal what the real problem is, and more importantly, we're going to give our viewers a rogue solution. a secret weapon to rectify the situation, right?
That is right. And this secret weapon, it's powerful. It was designed by an investment legend, a man actually named the #1 investor, a man who walked away from Wall Street to help those of us on Main Street.
Yeah, well, help may be the understatement of the year. I mean, think about it. Thousands of ordinary Americans have already spotted 48 winning investments in a row thanks to this man. He even went on to recommend investments that went up 600%, 700%, and get this, Sarah, 800%. And it really doesn't look like he's slowing down.
I know. That's why I'm personally using this weapon to reach my own financial goals. It's a weapon that's simple, it's a lot of fun, and it's profitable. It's a weapon that I can use from right here on my own laptop.
And you know what? We're going to show everyone how it works in just a moment so that they too can access it using their computer, their phone, or their tablet, right?
Yeah, because anyone can use it no matter where they're at in life. In fact, I heard from a 91-year-old man the other day. He sees this weapon as a way for him to leave his 10 great-grandchildren a legacy. And, I heard from a 42-year-old single mother also. She sees this all as a way to create financial stability for her 3 kids. I even heard from a 66-year-old IT consultant whose goal is to use it to double his $120,000 retirement account in 4 years.
Wow.
So, again, no matter where you're at in life, whether you're 42 or 91, you can use this weapon to achieve your financial dreams.
That is fantastic. And Sarah, you have a really big goal to show each of our viewers how they can make $1 million.
Yep, that's right. Believe it or not, yeah. It's a bold, ambitious goal, and I truly believe this is possible if they watch this entire event and if they see how to use this weapon.
Now, I've seen this secret weapon, and I have a full disclaimer here. This is different than anything you've ever seen before. It's a totally unique approach to investing in the stock market. And with that said, we have a packed event, so let's get started here. In the next few minutes, you'll see the real reason why so many people are struggling to achieve the American dream. In fact, the average retirement account is underfunded by 90%. And even if you think you're in a good financial position, you could be unknowingly losing up to half your profits. Then, you'll meet the man who created this secret weapon, a man who walked away from Wall Street, dropping clients such as Goldman Sachs, Credit Suisse, and Citibank in order to help those on Main Street, folks just like you. He'll even give you details on his #1 stock to buy today, a stock that he feels is destined to soar over 300% or more over the next few years. And finally, you're going to see how Sarah Palin is using this secret weapon to reach her financial goals in less than 10 minutes a month. Now, this weapon is simple, it's fun, and it's profitable. In fact, she made bigger gains on her investments in 2 weeks than most experts make in 2 years. But Sarah, before we dive into the secret weapon that you're using, I think it's important for our viewers to know why you chose it and how it has completely changed your life, because this is a personal journey for you, isn't it?
It is. So I should start with a bit of a confession, though. When it comes to my money and investing, like most people, I admit I'm not an expert. Since day one, I just handed my money over to a financial advisor, like so many people, just that same a financial advisor, in fact, that my dad uses, and I let him make the decisions for me. And sure, every year I'd get a calendar with my advisor's picture on it, and a big binder filled with financial jargon that I just didn't have time to read.
Yeah, but look, you have a family, you have a career, so you have to focus on that and sort of trust your advisor to do the rest.
Right. But, even when we'd meet, though, I felt like I needed a PhD in financing to understand all the mumbo-jumbo, and I didn't ask many questions because I just felt kind of goofy asking. So I just trusted the guy. Yeah. Then one day, though, John, I noticed this big, beautiful house being built just down the road from my home, and it was more like a mansion with an indoor basketball court.
Okay.
I'm kind of jealous. Come to find out, the mansion belongs to the guy managing my money.
Well, wait a minute. It's his house. He's in the mansion?
Yeah. Good for him, though. Good, more power to him. But I kept thinking, well, how am I doing?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
I took a deeper dive into my portfolio, and I was pretty disappointed. It wasn't horrible, but I guess I expected better.
All right, let me get this right. You got a calendar with his picture on it. He's got the mansion with the indoor basketball court. All right. I see the issue here. So what'd you do next?
Well, I am a do-it-yourself kind of gal. I figured if I can hunt down my own food in the Alaskan wilderness, I could hunt down my own profits in the financial wilderness. But here is what I quickly realized. I don't have the time to look at a company like Apple, maybe, and figure out if a $300 price tag for the stock is a good deal or a bad deal. Sure, I like its phones, but unless I do some research and really dig into its quarterly earnings or examine its profit margins, I won't know if I should buy it. It takes serious research to do that properly. As you said, I have a family that I love, and I want to be with my family. I don't have time to research companies and dissect financial information all day long. So investing on my own really wasn't an option. And I felt stuck.
Well, you know, Sarah, I asked you to tell your personal story because I think most people watching right now can identify with what you've gone through. I know I certainly can. 100%, I'm all in. Your experience really summarizes the two options we have when it comes to investing. You've got option one, invest with a professional. Pay them to handle your money and cross your fingers that they make the right decisions. And then there's option two, invest on our own, do a lot of research, cross our fingers, and hope that we make the right decisions. But you know what? Both these options are flawed big time. I mean, you saw that. Many of our viewers have seen it. I've seen it. They feel like you did. They feel stuck.
Yeah, that's right. But I didn't stay stuck for long. I knew there had to be a better way, and I didn't give up. I kept digging, and that led me to option three, the secret weapon that makes investing fun, and it's really simple, and it's profitable. It allows me, without that degree in finance, to take control of my own investments in less than 10 minutes a month.
Wow, I mean, 10 minutes a month. And I can't wait to show our viewers this secret weapon. I know it's right there on your laptop, and they're going to see everything. You love it. I know they're going to love it too. But first, I really think it's important that our viewers understand how much money option one and option two are costing.
I agree. A lot of people watching right now, they might think that they're heading in the right direction, just like I did, but they're not. They're likely losing out on tens of thousands of dollars, even hundreds of thousands, and they don't even know it.
Well, you know what, though, Sarah? I think most people know that something is off, right? I mean, the market has been so volatile, can really be hard to stomach. Now, a recent poll shows that 69% of Americans over 50 years of age say they're concerned about their retirement. 69%, Sarah.
I believe it. I guess it's even more than 69%. Because, John, what's really alarming is that most of these people, they don't think that they're going to be able to retire at all, and they're scared. They're skittish that their retirement dreams are turning into a retirement nightmare.
Nightmare. That is alarming. And this statistic might shed some light on why that is. Take a look at this. Now, research suggests a person should have at least $1 million saved before retiring. Yet the median retirement account for those over 55 is $98,000. So,
that's why the goal of this event, it's to help everyone make that $1 million. We really just want to help people get from where they're at financially to where they should be.
you know, I think it's really important to show our viewers why so many people are falling behind in a very concrete way, because the culprit might not be what they think.
Okay, let's take a look.
All right, great. Now, to do so, I'm going to share my screen with our viewers. Take a look at this. This is a compound interest calculator. So say you have $10,000 and you want to invest it in the stock market over a 40-year period. Well, the market goes up an average of 8% a year. So a $10,000 investment compounded means should amount to $217,000.
This really shows the power of the stock market. Most investments, like real estate, or bonds, and the likes, they're not nearly this high, so that's a really solid return.
It is, but as you know, it usually doesn't end up this nice, and here's why. If people choose option one by giving their money to a financial advisor, they'll be charged a 2% management fee. That means the real return isn't 8%, it's 6%. And the results over time are devastating. It comes out to just $102,000, half the amount. Or the other way to say it is Wall Street takes 50% of the profits.
Ooh, it amazes me every time I see it broken down this way. I want to mention, you're being really conservative here. A new study shows that the typical 401k fees add up to over 2%. Some charge as much as 5%.
Wow.
Jack Bogle, the founder of Vanguard, he actually said that over our lifespan, Wall Street will take 79% of the profits, while Main Street stuck with 21%.
Yep.
He called it financial tyranny.
Well, that small fee really adds up, too. And even using this conservative example, a $100,000 difference.
Yeah, God, you could use that money to take family vacations or pay off a mortgage or fund your kids' college tuition.
Or buy your own indoor basketball court.
Yeah,
Sorry.
Yeah, maybe build 2 of them.
Yeah.
All joking aside, though, the pitch Wall Street gives is that they can help us do better than the market average, so their small fee doesn't matter, they want us to believe. But we both know that's a bunch of bull.
It is. A Standard & Poor's study shows that 92% of active fund managers underperform their benchmark. 92%, Sarah.
That's why I'm here today, spearheading the American Prosperity Summit. Because while 92% of these managers, they're failing at the one job that they're paid to do right now, thanks to the secret weapon on this laptop, I'm doubling the returns of the stock market. And if I, inexperienced investor, if I can do it, I know those who are watching, they can do it as well.
Now, see, I can't wait to see this, but first, we know that option 1 is bad, right? It doesn't make any sense to give your money over to a financial planner and pay them to underperform the market. But what about option 2, investing on your own?
That doesn't pan out either, John, believe me, because while we just slammed Wall Street for taking 50% of the profits, to be fair, individual investors, we do even worse.
Yeah, we do. You know, a new study shows that they only average a 4% annualized return. So let's show the math again. Instead of an 8% return, they get about a 4% return. And that $10,000 investment will only amount to, get this, $48,000. That's 75% less than what they should be getting.
You know, I think it's important to talk about why these returns are so low. It's not because people are stupid. It's because we're hot-blooded Americans and we react. It's in our nature. We kind of shoot ourselves in the foot.
You know, it's so interesting. Studies from Yale University prove that when we see the stock market falling, we panic and we sell at the worst time. And then when we see the stock market soaring higher, we're enticed to buy at exactly the wrong time. Everyone tries to buy
20 minutes before we need to go get Nora.